This is Dolynny TV, guys. A big welcome back to the High Hopes franchise career season sim series, whatever you want to call it. Today featuring what I hope. This is season 11 and we've yet to put together a god squad, and Atlanta's got one of the highest friggin' payrolls in the entire game at this point. And here's the squad I have finally put together. Lewis Brinson, Jed Kruger, of course, our 21-year-old, A potential, 84 overall, high power, like guy hits 22, 26, 32 home runs a year. Dave Valencia, the prospect I am probably most proud of, who's developed into an absolute beauty. 23 years old from Cuba. Well, the kid has an insane amount of stats behind him. His first season was kind of slow, but he's just steadily picked it up, and now all of a sudden last year was a 309. Pablo Bravo, and then you got Yandy Diaz, Carson Kelly, Billy Alsweed, who looks to be a nice little prospect. Good little power, good little speed, not quite the best fielding shortstop. And at 24 years old, I don't know what we have in him. We'll find out. Franz Borowitz is back, and our man, High Hopes, ready to rumble for season 11. You see here, well, first base, left center field, right field, second position, 33-31, played in 154 games last year. Did not too bad, 99 hits, 6 homers, 31 RBIs. Willie Brunner, Phil Humber, who's actually a really decent pickup for us, looks to be on the bench for us this year. And then a prospect I started way back when I first started with the Atlanta Braves, Salvatore Vargas, in as well. The pitching staff looks as such. Luke Weaver, Steve Atkins, Eduardo Rodriguez joins the gang. He was a relief pitcher in this, but I've changed him back to a starter because you know what? He deserves the chance to be a starter again. You see, he has had starter minutes, so it's not like he hasn't had the chance, right? And been very good career-wise the last couple of years, the last 3 years below 321. Our bullpen looking very solid. Daniel Chavez looks to be a good little relief pitcher. He's had a lot of innings pitched the past few years, and up with 44 stamina should be good. Jake Barnes, Guillermo Cesarnos, and Duncan Germano, a guy we picked up in free agency. No, he's the guy we had already. Oh no, Chavez was the guy we picked up. And Brett Downey, the guy we brought up into the farm, and so far so good at 22 years old. He should have a good chance. And of course Dexter Kelton, our absolute franchise starter or closer, back in this year as well. So here we go. First simulation, we need to finish above 500. Here's why I tell you we need to finish above 500. Since I've been the GM of the Atlanta Braves with High Hopes in this series, he has not finished above 500 in April. So here goes the test. Organizational messages. There's 2 wins, and we'll auto fix lineups for the Bisons. Right off the bat, we're 500, so this is actually quite an improvement. And there we go. There's the losing streaks. And Luke Weaver has been injured for 2 to 3 months. This poses a very tough question for us. 10-day DL. And we need to go fix the pitching staff. This is the first time we've had a major league injury. So right now we need to go down to AAA or AA or AAA, whoever has the best prospect for us. And it looks like Julio Cruz looks to be our man that we will be adding to the 40-man roster, calling up to the MLB and seeing if he can fill in for our injured man, Luke Weaver. So we'll give, obviously, Steve Atkins the time there, Julio Cruz the time there, and hope that everyone comes around. Aaron Blair having a rough start to the season again. Eduardo Rodriguez killing it, but yeah, we got to make sure this team comes of age this year and gets it done. After pretty much 1 month, we'll go the rest of the month. You see everyone's hitting home runs finally, but we're just not hitting for a lot of runs. Dave Valencia, 377 average. That's absolutely through the roof. Pablo Bravo not getting it done, nor is Yandy Diaz. Like, we're just not hitting for any run production. 338 average for High Hopes. You're reading that correct. He has a 338 average to start the month. 1 home run, 8 RBIs, 23 hits. That is absolutely crazy. So let's get through this next month now. We're 6-12. Of course, didn't do it again. Actually, we're going to blow it up and get even worse. And Will Brunner is injured for a couple of days. We'll keep him active. Luke Weaver is eligible to reinstate. We'll keep him on the 10-day. Willie Brunner is eligible to come back, so we'll place him back on the bench. And guys, this is where it comes down to. This year, we got to turn it all around and really become that club I think we can be. And right here, we are doing it right before my eyes. 25 and 24 can finish. We end up going right below. So they make a fool of me, but we are so friggin' close. I can taste it this year, boys. It's so teasing me on this year. 94, Aaron Blair getting it done. So Steve Atkins. Eduardo Rodriguez just crushing it. Acevedo. And Julio Cruz hasn't actually been that bad as I thought he would be. Daniel Chavez, like the bullpen's been pretty much solid. And Dexter Kelton, 16 saves through 2 months. Awesome for him. Lewis Brinson having a hell of a year. So is Jed Kruger, who is finally up to an 86. Look at those numbers. The contacts coming up. Oh man, this kid's going to be unreal. Dave Valencia has gotten cold, but that's okay. He'll come around. That's all that matters to him, is just coming around, hitting the home runs, and life will be good. Maybe we move him and Pablo Bravo around. Actually, Dave Valencia and Jed Kruger we can move around, see if that does anything. Billy Olsweed, doing it okay. 197. You know what? This team is doing okay. Well, high hopes. What can be said about our man High Hopes, up to a 41 overall, and look at those stats. They are unreal. Franz Borowitz getting the job done in his limited at-bats he's seen. Again, Salvador is taking over a lot of the at-bats because, well, I'm not sure why. As you see, Franz Borowitz in both right hand, no DH, so he should be getting lots of at-bats. Carson Kelly getting the job done. So I am very, very happy with this team so far this year, guys. This has been unreal, and I'm looking forward to continuing right now as we go along to July. First year player draft, we'll simulate it. Bet you we got a 99. I bet you we got a 99. I'm willing to bet it. Oh, a 93, 88. Holy God squad right here. These guys are all great. We'll sign these guys. We'll sign them. We'll get them on. Oh, Alfredo not going to turn out. Jordan Lind maybe. Junior Ortega, 61. Okay, maybe. David Gomes. What's he? 69 at 22. Woohoo. Rafael Macias. Not really too much potential there. And Miguel Angel. Okay. So we got at least some prospects into the system. Let's keep the sim going, boys, and get some more wins, because you know what? This team finally, like I'm saying, coming together, really producing out there and fighting for each other this season a lot more than they ever have. As normally it's by this season we've already packed it in, and we're gonna place on bench Luke Weaver and auto-utilize him, because now we get our big gun Luke Weaver back into the fold, and he should be good to get going for the rest of the season. As you see, Steve Atkins, man, Luke Weaver was doing fine before he went down. He's had quite a few innings not pitched this season, so we got to keep that in mind. And we will send back down Julio Cruz to AAA. And one last move I want to make is go to the catchers. You see here, Frank Beltran, 68 A potential. Antonio Gonzalez, like, guy deserves the time in AAA, but he doesn't quite have the stats there yet. So we'll hold him back for the rest of the year and see what he can do later on. We'll go simulate the rest of the way. 36-37, the Padres want to offer us to trade Darren Lord for Luke Anderslau, who's you know what? Darren Lord might pan out to something one day. And there's a couple of losses, but come on, boys. You got to be pulling for this team this year. It's the best performance we have had in forever, and we are absolutely coming towards a great finish for this season if we can just hang on and not fall into old habits. That's the big thing. Don't fall into old habits where we get down, defeat ourselves, and lose games because we can't seem to pull our heads out of the mud. Duncan Germano, injured. We'll keep him active and place on bench. You know what? Yeah, he's already on the bench, so he's good to go in there. 50, 55, 60. Oh man, come on. We need to turn it on. in friggin' September. And we're 63 and 71, man. We are so close to finishing over 500. It is unreal. We'll stop to see what the stats are like. 20 home runs, 67 RBIs, almost a career year for Lewis Brinson. Then you got Jed Kruger hitting 22 homers, 69 RBIs, so he's right back up there with his first rookie campaign. Dave Valencia, 21 homers, 67 RBIs. Pablo Bravo coming around. So is Yandy Diaz. And you got Carson Kelly having a decent year. Fallback year, I guess. Billy Alsweed, man, he's rocking it. Franz Borowitz. But the main man himself, High Hopes, has gone from 39 to a 42. But you look at this, these stats across the board are unreal. 6 home runs. He has over 1,000 hits in his career. 134 games played. 483 at-bats. Highest career run total ever. And RBIs, he needs 2 more RBIs this month to cross the plane. This is unreal. I can't believe this year. Was hoping for a World Series when I walked in, but don't think we're going to get there. But right there, let's rally off some wins. 72 and 76. Oh man. Oh man. Lineups, we have a bunch of guys getting at bats, I think. Terrell English has gotten some from High Hopes. So High Hopes, 7 home runs, 41 RBIs, just unreal, 43 overall. The kid finally came of age this season, 129 hits, career high. And we've got a couple more games to play yet, boys. 247 average, first time in the 200s. Wow, what a year. I am pumped. I'm lost for words, actually, as we're going to maybe finish above 500. Nope.